I'm Tom Miggett from Tom Miggett Photography. This is the second episode of a short series of videos showing you all the new features that come in Adobe Lightroom 5 that's just been released about 10 days ago. In our previous episode we talked about the Smart Preview, and today I want to talk to you about a spot removal. I know for those of you who've been using Lightroom since the beginning, you may think that spot removal has always been there and there's nothing new to it. Well, in Lightroom 5, spot removal is on steroid. So let's dive in and let's see. So to use spot removal, you need to go to the develop module. And I'm going to be frank with you guys, spot removal is not a tool that I've used in Lightroom ever. And the reason is because it's very constrained to a very roundish shape. So the way it works normally is that you would actually, let's say, something that I'd like to remove. Like that tree, for example. You would select a zone, you click on it, and then Lightroom will detect something that is quite similar with the surrounding, and you can move that around and correct what it is. So make things disappear. But it's good if what you want to remove is circular. One of the great thing in Lightroom 5 is now if you see those in the background we have a football stadium. So if I wanted to remove those light poles, I would actually need to select a whole big circle, and that's not great because I'm actually removing part of the island at the back and the sky and so on. So in Lightroom 5 what the guys have done is actually pretty cool. If you click on it and then you drag it down, you can paint just similar to what you would do in Photoshop with a healing brush tool. So you see I'm going to paint over those and basically make them disappear. And one more, reducing the size. So and enter. So this is not Photoshop, right? I mean it's pretty cool. However, very useful. If you only have Lightroom, you can use that to clean your pictures. Another great cool feature enhancement in spot removal, once it's selected, at the bottom of your image you may notice here is written visualize spots, and sometime when you go out and you go shooting, especially on bright days, you may end up having dust coming on your lens or on your filters, and you don't really see them when you check the back of your camera LCD display. But when you're back home, sometime like on these pictures, I can tell there are a few stains on the glass right there, right here, but it's very difficult to actually see them because of this blue sky. It's really not easy. So if you toggle that on, the visualize spot here, and play with the slider, you're actually going to have all the spots appearing against a black background. And that's really great. I mean, you would not worry too much against the grass here, but against the black background, you're bound to see them at some stage. And if you don't see them on your screen, and if you print the image, you may actually be very disappointed after all, because you will see those spots. So the cool thing is now I can just simply click on the spots and make them disappear and clean my image. So I know there were a few clouds, so I'm not gonna remove the clouds obviously, but remove all those little stain, and I can be pretty deep in the detail there, and I think that's a pretty good job. So now if I toggle that off, right, we can see all the circles that have been selected, and now I turn off the tool. And I've done some pretty good cleaning. If I go back to the initial stage, this was like this, so we can see all the stain here. Let me zoom in, and you guys may actually see it on the screen. We had those, and now if I actually go to the end, we clean that. So very cool feature, great announcement with spot removal in Lightroom. So this is it for today. Until next time, this is Tom Miggett saying if you like it, well, capture it, maybe edit it in Lightroom 5, and God knows you may use the spot removal. In the next video, we're going to talk about the radial filter. Talk to you then, bye.